Hi guys, we are back here at Pro Gaming Series 2016 Summer Split with me, of course, your shoutcaster, now PGS Alpha, and with me is our awesome
Atlas?
Yes, it's another AA battery of action. This is CGIF of PGS. Moving into match 2, the battle between IPT versus
Naga Esports.
Yes, of course, this is powered by our very own sponsor. That will be Bacchus Energy Drink. Drive your energy. Kaya tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo at wala na kung ano-ano pa. Tayo na sa drafting phase. Let's go, guys!
Right now, though, the bans immediately are Soraka, Kindred, and Gangplank and Shen from both of these teams. Soraka, Kindred still, even with the tweaks to how her passive works, still very strong. That was actually a big hit to how she stacks her passive. But still, definitely a lot of pressure coming in from that champion. Nidalee as well, very high wave clear.
Jungle carry.
Jungle clear, I mean, yes. So, and as for the bans on the side of Naga Esports, it's Gangplank, Shen, and Caitlyn. What do you think of these bans?
Oh yeah, looking at that one, you know that Gangplank is one of those barrels, sneaky barrels. We got the combos of 3 barrels that can shut you down with a very good critical strike. Shen, of course, not a questionable ban. We all know that Poisanity, and of course, JLC knows how to play this champion. Like, nakaka-carry sila na sila lang. And of course, Caitlyn, not questionable again.
Very solid AD carry to ban out.
Yes, right now, she is indeed a very solid AD carry. We've seen bans from Caitlyn ever since Game 1 of this week.
And immediately, JLC picking up the Maokai, the yokai,
right.
coming out for IPT.
Kagagawan ito ng isang yokai.
Gagagawan ito ng isang yokai.
Oo, puro comment na lang sa Facebook, ganun
But yeah, let's see what Naga will respond to. And it's actually interesting since Akrane will not be their support now.
Yes,
It will be Endless Ace.
Right
and
now. And Suzaku is, taking that fizz away. And yes, Grievous Wounds pa rin ang sa tingin yung dahilan talaga. At nakita nyo naman how effective Yukes. Of course, you have seen the plays from that fizz, and
how
right now,
slippery and how damaging it still is, even with a tanky build.
Yes, indeed. So right now, we are going to see Suez, and yes, we are going to see a Thresh.
Thresh, one of the most versatile supports that has ever existed in the league ever since he was released. He's been either he's been either a very popular pick or a very strong one, because of the way he can go either aggressive if you want to, or if you're behind, you can play more defensive. That's how versatile he is. It's not like, say, with Blitzcrank or with Leona.
Yeah, that Thresh is a very good playmaker of all the supports. He's one of those clutch players that can really shut you down and put you in the box, kill you inside it. So really, a really good pick. And of course, guys, alam ko aware kayo dyan sa Darkstar Thresh.
Oh yeah, I'm so hyped for that.
Skin,
the
man.
Eldritch horror coming from that skin is too real.
And syempre, usapang skin, guys, hindi pa rin tayo tapos dyan dahil hindi pa rin lumalabas ang ating match and win. Kaya abang-abang pa rin tayo dyan. And this is Game 3 or the Game 1 of Match 2.
Yes.
So yes, right now, abang-abang din ako sa Forever. Hindi naman sa Forever, kundi sa picking mismo ng Naga. And hovering around.
Well, so far, IPT has picked no flexes. They're just in it to get those power picks that they want, and I don't think that's a bad thing. They're definitely just powerhousing their way through this draft phase, and let's see how Naga response to this.
And right now, I know, guys, that you are aware of the standings also, that Naga is not really in a good spot.
Yeah, they're quite low on the ranking. Naga used to be that team where you looked at if you wanted to see strategy, if you want to see good rotations. And they've gotten much weaker since then, still a contender. But let's see how the change of rosters, how Endless Ace actually contributes to their rise back, if they will.
So yeah, actually right now we are seeing an open Rise pala, no? Like JLC knows how to play Rise in IPT Lite as well. Pero right now, I think they are not really rushing in to pick for the mid lane. Kaya siguro hindi pa natin nakikita. But I think this can be a Rise pick
It could be, yes,
Or
mid lane.
this
Even
light pala. So this is a possibility of an assassin or Azir.
Azir a bit nerfed, but still a very, very viable.
still
But an
he has
assassin
the
would be
range.
exciting. But considering the composition of Naga so far, I don't think
Whoa.
it'd be... Ooh, going for a lot of physical damage from the carries here.
And yes, that will be a Yasuo
Oh.
on the mid lane.
Yasuo, of course, that's a lot of displacement coming from the Maokai and, of course, the Body Slam and the Explosive Cask from Suez.
And right now, one of my friends told me regarding Yasuo, you know, if ever that he got the Rift Herald,
And the dueling would just be
yeah,
unreal.
with a first item Phantom Dancer, wow, he is really unstoppable. in
But
that
let's
one.
see the last pick that Naga responds to this for a surprising Yasuo.
Yes.
With the composition so far, oh, the
Oh, they're going
Azir.
to take Azir, but right now we are going to see, of course, light on Yasuo. It's more mobile against
definitely.
duels because of the sweep he has. And then, yes, indeed, they're going to lock in Naga Fade on that Emperor.
So that's the full composition so far. And Luxuria picking up the Ezreal. And we all know that the new Triforce could benefit champions like this a lot. Especially
indeed.
Ezreal, who wants to get those procs off. But it will be up to Endless Ace, the new guy,
Yeah.
to power him through the laning phase. And I'm really excited to see how Endless Ace can power up this Naga, who has historically gotten weaker since
well,
before.
I'm still thinking if Luxuria will go for a Triforce or a Iceborne Gauntlet. Not really sure, but if he's going
Maybe.
for a Triforce, he needs to have the tier early and then
And build
stack
it up to the Mana
stack
Mune.
it up. Or you can go ahead, like, before the Mana Mune, he needs, you know, before 750 of stacks from tier, you should have your Triforce.
Eventually, though, he will want crit, so that might be one change of the Triforce that AD carries might not find good, but
Yes.
still very strong on Ezreal.
Yes, indeed. So I'm still waiting of what will be the itemization of Luxuria on this one, because right now we are seeing that Vayne on Hate using one of the new item, which is yung Ginsu Rage Blade. Diba? Nakita naman yung
Yeah, that powerful
dalawang hit pa lang, may
Ginsu's
proc
Rage
na,
Blade.
no? May proc na agad.
That was way too good, but I feel like for this matchup, matchup for Naga,
You're going to see
we want to
Yomos.
look at how Endless Ace plays compared to Akarin. Akarin, of course, played a role in Naga before, but Endless Ace might mix it up a bit enough
Yeah.
to give them the power that they
And
need.
of course, this is a Beast bot lane. That's a Thresh on Poisanity and Hate on Vayne. I mean, the synergy of these two is not really questionable, and that's what. And that one on the top lane, we are going to see JLC laban kay top lane ng Naga na si Suzaku. Siyempre, pati sa jungle si
Si Suez para sa IPT, and for Naga we will have Kulit.
and yes, ang kulit-kulit. Lipat tayo sa mid lane. Si Light laban kay Fade. Mag-fade kaya ang Light niya o si Light ang maliliwanagan?
And for the bot lane, it's Hate versus Luxuria.
Yes, so AD carry nga, ika nga. At syempre, ito ang ating mga magagaling na support. Si Poisanity, one of the playmaker, at ang pinakabago na si Endless Ace.
Yeah, this is actually Endless Ace's first
Yeah.
game, right?
Yes,
So
indeed. This is the
on his
debut.
first game, he's gonna have a hell of a time because they're up against #1 IPT.
As
IPT
as what you've seen, they are going to face the Giants.
they've always been this team that focuses on brute force mechanics, the micro plays to bring down the opposition. And Naga before was known for their macro plays.
Yeah.
So I want to see Naga come back to that identity and see this development of strategy and team communication coming from this team.
Well, not really. It's not that I don't have any, chances for or hopes from Naga, but you're facing a team which is really team-oriented. They are already established a really good communication, a really good team fighting style. So Naga with this new roster, with that Endless Ace and Fade, of course, we all know that we are on the week 6, but we all know that the mid lane before was Daigo. So having that not so long span compared to IPT who already competed for GPL, it's really
IPT definitely has the advantage of experience, the edge. But we'll see how it all plays out,
yes,
because
of course, that's
this
Endless
is
Ace.
Endless Ace's first game.
And maybe it's the endless of the ace from from IPT having the ace on our PGS teams. So
It will be very hard for Naga
yeah,
if they want to win this.
hard fought once again. But of course, there's nothing impossible on how you play this game.
Yeah, like earlier,
Yeah.
that really clutch Nexus
like,
explosion.
Sobra, parang di ko alam kung tinaniman niya ba ng bomba yun, sumabog na lang bigla eh. Nagwala talaga ako.
Oh, man.
Speech niya sa lang, nakatingin na lang ang good.
Tristana the terrorist.
Ganun na lang ako, sumabog. Wala ko talaga terrorist.
Well, she plants bombs on buildings.
Yeah, like basically she is. And I was like talaga nagulat talaga ako.
Demolitionist. But that's in the past. That's one match ago.
Yeah. So, kailangan natin guys mag-move on. Hindi tayo pwedeng maiwan lang sa nakaraan. At syempre, we are, of course, going into the Summoner's Rift kahit tayo muna ay nasa
Yeah.
pause.
You're not seeing this, but they have paused the minute they started the game.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why, pero still, I'm really happy to see a Thresh because I've been missing Thresh nga.
Maybe
I
he's using the Poisanity, he's using the PGS to practice for Darkstar Thresh.
Yeah.
Like show off his moves and that. But that's a very strong bot lane they have
But
there.
of course, I'm still thinking of how things will pan out for this Yasuo. We're going to see it right now.
As much as we've been talking about Endless Ace, I think the matchup to watch is the mid lane with Light and Fade.
Yes, indeed, these two top lanes, mid lanes. And right now, we are on the game 1 of Imperium Pro Team versus Naga Esports live right now at our Summoner's Rift. Once again, guys, this is Pro Gaming Series Summer Split 2016. May inaabangan pa rin tayong match and win. Habang tuloy-tuloy ang laban on the Imperium Pro Team side. Having the pause, that's JLC on Maokai. On the jungle, that will be IPT Suez on the Gragas. And IPT Light gives light on this Yasuo. On the AD carry, that will be Hate on Vayne. And supporting, of course, the Warden, that would be Thresh Poisanity.
On the red team, there is Team Naga Esports. The top lane, they have Suzaku on that Ignite Teleport Fizz. And we're seeing another Rek'Sai in the jungle here from Kulit. For the mid lane, we have the nerf, but still powerful Azir being used by Fade. And their duo bot lane will be Luxuria and Endless Ace on Ezreal and Braum, respectively.
And yes, you have seen a sneak peek of Suzaku's stats. That would be 71% kill participation. Top laner.
That is a pretty high kill participation for a top laner. It's similar to Cerberus earlier.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see the rest of the stats of the other team members to see an accurate image, to create an accurate image of how each team plays and how each team performs.
Yeah, if they all really rely on this teleport plays or they are mostly on the mid lane or dueling part.
We'll have to see a Fade and Light scores, stats for this. Because players do not exist in a vacuum. These stats are not too relevant on their own, but compared to your teammates and your opponent's stats, these really give the clear image of how each team plays and how each team goes about their way with these compositions.
Yes, and yun nga, sa tingin mo, Atlas, what will be your predictions? Is this will be an IPT win or Naga win?
I mean, you can't you can't deny that IPT is a very big powerhouse, and Endless Ace. Being the new guy, I feel like they still need to get used to him. So even though I'm excited to see how Endless Ace performs, I think this might be favorable for IPT considering the circumstances.
And yes, indeed, Hate on being an AD carry, you have seen a 55% of kill participation. And here comes Fade, 72%. And on the mid lane, you have seen the aggression from Light. Of course, Mostly on the Yasuo players, the first thing they are putting in some skill point would be the sweeping blade.
It's actually usually what they max, because the damage bonus on the Q is not very big, but the utility and cooldown you get from sweeping blade is very high as you level it. So for more skilled Yasuo players, the sweeping blade is what they level up first.
Pero ang ganda ng skin ni Fizz sa top lane.
I actually did not see. What
Is
what
it
was he
Super
using?
Galaxy?
Oh!
Galaxy Fizz.
Super Galaxy Fizz. Oh, that's a new skin. The one with the Mega Shark. Yeah, that's a that new series of skins is definitely good.
This is the Digimon Shark. And on the bot lane, we are moving in. Sanity goes aggressive with that death sentence and the fourth proc of Brahms. Of course, another one with that Winter's Bite really catches him out, and a very good play. And right now, Endless Ace. Oh my god, the flash. Plus, wow.
That was fearless. That was beautiful. The first play of the game from Endless Ace. His first play in the PGS.
It was the ace.
In this season of the PGS.
It is the ace.
Amazing.
And right now, Cool It on the side, a very good flash away, and the exhaust has been dropped. Fade Slane's life.
Wow. Lots of action in just the first 3 minutes of the game. A good rotation coming from the jungler. A very, very nice flash and Winter's Bite coming from Endless Ace.
Yes, of
it
course.
Looks like they're in it to win it.
Well, I'm really, shocked that the fourth concussive blows was able to proc on both duo. Like, they catches both of them. Early aggression.
Yeah, early aggression and good use of the Braum passive there combined with the Mystic shots coming from Luxuria. It was very close though, but Endless Ace.
Wow. Like,
the new guy finishing it off.
I was thinking that he's going to die because he's the only one being left out on the front, but a very good flash plus Winter's Bite.
Dodges that hook there.
Wow.
And it was good of Luxuria to trust in his support and just back off because one hit would have killed him.
Yes, indeed. So yes, on the top lane we are seeing JLC and Suzaku just trading in some blows, but still manages. Of course, they have their own sustain on the lane, so nothing much.
JLC though, even though he is gonna get bullied early on, later JLC with that power from the Maokai might be tank enough to support his team, but for now, it's gonna be even at the top lane, just a farm fest there.
Oh! Right now on the top lane, wow! Suez wasn't able to land the body slam.
That was unlucky. That was strange of Suez to body slam early when he knows, when every player knows that the Fizz just can easily make himself untargetable with a playful trickster.
Yes, indeed. And of course, he can just walk up in front of it and wait for it, right?
Yes. And even if you're just walking up there, that's enough pressure for that you can give enough pressure without having to body slam immediately.
Yes, and of course, if I'm not mistaken, he has also the force to skew the barrels
to slow down a little bit of damage.
So I'm not really it has its slow, so I think he can just go ahead and
why
use
are you
that
recalling
one.
There?
Wow. So we have another info right now, and Light going hard to Fade, but here comes Bullet on the side. He will be sweeping Blade away. Nothing much. And yes, I want to commend Bullet for the early gank. He has been patient on using the airborne.
Yeah. Earlier, that very early gank onto Light was able to give Fade a little bit of a lead, but it seems like he's still fighting back.
Yes, so right now, nothing much for both teams.
Except for that 1K gold lead. It's pretty big, but they haven't really bought anything big enough to...
Whoa, that was a flash over the wall and a very good brute plus Suez body slam. And yes, that's a kill from Light.
Just immediately deleted. Fearless coming from IPT. That was good coordination. That was... I think they realized, we can't underestimate these guys. Yes. And they just, let's pull out all the stops. Let's just get them where it hurts.
Well, I'm really shocked because they were also moving into other region like LCK. They love to use that flash into the root combo like around early game, around level 6 or level 4 with Duke going into help Faker.
Yeah.
They have those kind of plays as well at LCK, and right now we have seen it here at PGS.
Yeah, and speaking of Faker and LCK, I want to bring up a good point from Monte Cristo and Summoner's Insight, and the show Summoner's Insight, because what Faker was doing 3 years ago, solo carrying the game with his assassins, it's not possible to do that anymore. Not because of how the game is balanced, but because how the teams have evolved.
Yes.
And I want to see that in our local scene, and let's see how this develops coming from this game here.
Well, what I really love here at PGS, they are mostly on the team-centric. So you don't usually see only one carrying.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. And no matter if you're strategy focused or mechanics focused, like a team like IPT is very high mechanics, they're still working together as a team, and I think that's what counts.
Well, actually, it showed on the kill of Light on that one.
Yeah, the perfect coordination. CCs perfectly stacked and combo together. Ooh.
Yeah, right now, wow, very good Emperor's Divide to throw out. JLC, a very good bait with that shifting sands, and right now JLC on the last concussive blow and finishes by the soldier. Sands soldier.
That play was strange though, because I think Light was far, Suez was far, and he just goes straight in and gets baited.
Well, actually,
Fade was able to shuffle out of the way.
I was thinking if he's going to root it and plus the Q to airborne and then Yasuo last breaths.
But the shuffle coming from the shifting sands.
The Emperor's Divide to push you both on third range.
And the shifting sands coming from Fade, actually the Twisted Advance
and
pulls into the
right
turret.
Now on the top lane moving in, we have seen the robotic short, and Suzaku was able to live. That was the burn resources for Light. That's a last breath down, and of course, good play for Suzaku.
That is the cost of not having flash, but it seems like Suzaku doesn't have the kill pressure right now to make use of that ignite.
Well, yeah, it's not that beneficial.
Kulit will need to focus more on Suzaku after this if they want that ignite to have any value, because right now it's not giving him much. It's just giving him a little bit of pressure now. Oh, he has ignite. I can't go too deep against him because even my healing will be half.
Yes. And yun nga, hindi naman kasi ganun ka sobrang solid yung life steal ni Chelsea. And right now, on the top lane, Kulit pumasok and the airborne was able to hit Suzaku yan na. Nagmamanifest na ang kanyang ignite. Walang oras para mag-kill. Kill once again. I mean, unang kill pala kay Peace.
Narinig niya ako.
Kay Pisda.
But yeah, that's exactly what Kulit needed to do. Is just catch JLC and burn him down with Ignite. And now we see Maokai getting cut down and burned.
Yun nga, napakagandang
Bawal po
movement.
deforestation.
Napakagandang galaw mula kay Kulit. And right now, Hate and Endless Ace on the side. A very good glacial Fisher. And here comes Luxury on the side. A very good flash. Uli! Concussive blow na pang-apat, tumama, and Poise Sanity na iwan mag-isa. Fourth concussive blow na naman. And he will go down in the hands of Luxuria. Double kill, and Kulit, Suez nag-aabangan.
Immediately.
Wow.
Just goes in with the stand behind me, I believe. And just goes for the minion, goes for the concussive blows, and immediately just falls down.
Yes, napakagandang pwesto ni Endless Ace. Parang diversion na nangyari na uunahin ko si Thresh pero saluin mo tong Glacial Fissure.
That was great. That was very good pulling of the trigger from Endless Ace.
And so once again, Endless Ace was
making the plays for the bot lane.
And he was really up front. Na parang sobrang layo niya kay Luxuria, but Luxuria was able to Arcane Shift in.
And then able to match out those Mystic shots and those auto attacks. There's nothing Poisanity could have done once they reach that deep in the fight.
Yes, and right now, JLC and Suzaku nagpapalitan na. Alam mo si Suzaku, nalilito ako minsan sa kanya.
Oh yes, why?
Kasi parang napanood ko dating anime, Suzaku. Nag-ano ng robot, tapos tawag sa kanya Suzaku.
Is this Code Geass?
Yeah, Code Geass yan.
Yeah, the right pronunciation would be Suzaku.
Suzaku,
yeah.
Suzaku. So yeah, yun doon ako nasanay, pero as I've heard nga kay Suzaku, I don't know if there's any anime na related to Suzaku.
It's more of yung pag dinadub, nagbabago na yung pronunciation.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine. You can pronounce it however you like.
well, yeah, right
It's the
now,
same with Sun Zi and Sun Tzu.
yes, and bagay na bagay pa rin naman either way. At syempre, guys, nakikita nyo naman ang lamang ng Naga at hindi nyo pa rin ba nakikita ang ating match and win code? Kaya abang-abang lang kayo. And right now, we are seeing
Oh, look
on
at bot
the
lane.
bot lane, here comes Endless Ace catching out someone. Wala naman, pero that's a 4-man investment. Ano kaya ang kayang gawin ng IPT to gain this advantage? And yun nga, nakita na sa top lane, Suzaku, ginak, and a very good cast was able to push him away. Pero cooldown pa rin ng Trickster. That's enough to kill JLC. Takes down Suzaku. Wow.
That was a high-risk play coming from Naga trying to 4-man gank the bot lane. But in the end, Endless Ace, that time, not able to get the Winter's Bite out there and hit either Hate or Poisanity. So not able to get that kill and not able to get the dragon that they pinged for as well.
Wow,
Ooh.
and a very good Emperor's Divide to Light plus the exhaust. But Kulit is on the side. Airborne was able to hit. And right now, Shurima shuffle muna tayo, guys. And that's a kill from Fade. And here comes on the bot lane Poisanity with a very good death sentence. Pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin Arcane Shift away. Plus the stand behind me was able to disengage for this Naga bot lane.
Good quick Arcane Shift coming from Luxuria there. If he had not teleported, if he had not shifted early, he would have been condemned to the wall.
Wow.
But earlier that was good timing by Kulit, knocking up Light just after the knockup from the Tornado goes on to Fade. So there was no chance for Light to actually last breath Fade there.
Well, actually, hindi ko rin magets yung point ni Light. Like, he has been caught up, or other IPT members has been caught up with that Emperor's Divide, but still, they want to go in. They want to dive or go deeper than that. And of course, you have seen the Shurima shuffle. I was amazed by that. It was a really good dance.
Yeah, that was good. And the exhaust on top of it to keep him there, lower his defensive, slow him down. And looking at his first item, look at Light's first item will be the Phantom Dancer. Obviously, that's a very duelist-centric item with a damage reduction from the last opponent you hit.
And if
however, that doesn't do anything if you're being ganked. That's a 2v1.
Yes, 2v1, even if you have the referral. So, because I've seen nga na top lane Yasuo nga na referral-centric sila na you have that Phantom Dancer, next would be IE and other stuff. Pero
but it would just be impossible to duel him.
Yeah.
However, Light's already 1-2. Of course, ahead in the CS part of that. But definitely underestimating Fade a bit in this lane.
And
so
right
far.
now, of course, we have seen Fade already has the Nashor's Tooth. So iba yung may damage na siya talaga.
Oh, Suez wants to do a lane gank, just hiding behind the back line of the minions.
Yes,
he's going in.
But of course, that's a Rek'Sai, that's Kulit on the vicinity. But Light, he was on the side, and right now Endless Ace with Fade.
Oh, it seems like they want to dance around this Rift Herald. It will be a powerful buff to Light, as you've said. It could go to either him or to JLC, who I think really needs that edge in the top lane versus Suzaku.
And yes,
Suez though.
Wow, it was a face check, and right now, a very good. Wow, that was too much. And right now, JLC pulling the trigger, a very good death sentence plus Vengeful Maelstrom. And right now, the fourth concussive blow was able to proc. Right now, Suzaku on the side, pumasok. And yes, the Shark was able to bite. Pero may mamamatay kaya hindi pa rin, tuloy-tuloy pa rin tayo. Here comes the very good play. And right now, Light in the middle of the fight. Lantern wasn't able to catch up, but no deaths at all, no casualty. But that's a red line for JLC.
That's a lot of risk there, and this gives actually control onto Naga because JLC is low. He has no teleport, but it seems like they still want to contest this. That was a sloppy fight earlier, but let's see if babawi sila right now.
And right now, this is an Infernal Dragon, so malaking bagay to. But on the side, trying to duel Luxuria and Light, going in to Suzaku. And Suzaku just playful Trickster right away. A very good Emperor's Divide, but trash. Of course, Poisanity was able to secure the kill. 3-man on the side of Hate. But right now, they are running. And that's a kill. Endless Ace goes down. And right now, both of Naga's team are running under their turret. That's a 4-man, a very good wind wall from Light.
Bumawi nga ang IPT. They don't get the dragon. However, they took advantage of how Naga tunnel visioned onto Hate. And they were able to collapse onto them after he chased them all the way to the tri-brush of the bot lane.
Yeah, that's a 3-man investment for Hate.
And that left, and it left Suzaku and Fade there alone.
Like, hindi man lang namatay si Hate.
Yeah, Hate, good baiting there.
Yes, indeed.
Diverting the attention away of 3 members. And the next dragon, which will be in 6 minutes, it will be big. It's Earth, it's the Mountain Drake. The most desirable dragon you can have usually. Along with the Infernal Drake, and it seems like for this dragon, Naga will want to get this. They have the siege capabilities. They have the Azir, who can no longer directly attack towers with his W, with his Sand Soldiers. You need to actually attack them with the Sand Soldiers.
Well, going back on the fight on the mid lane, I was like, I was shocked that Light was in the middle of the fight. Like, he used his last breath. Of course, knowing that there's an exhaust, manages to sweeping blade around, but I'm still waiting for him to use it on the majority of the players. The last breath, because he's been using it for one person only.
Yeah, but he might actually be able to get
and on the top lane, we are going to see Kulit, and right now Suzaku pinasok na rin si Hate. No chance of you living, and that's a kill from Suzaku, but a trade for a Rift Herald in the hands of
JLC.
IPT going into JLC.
Picked it up, not opting to give it to Light, because I did say earlier
it's
that
not that beneficial
that
right
JLC
now.
will want that dueling power against Suzaku more than Light would want, because Light actually scales really high with items. JLC, on the other hand, needs that edge that he gets from the Rift Herald buff. And kanina, nakuha na nila yung 3-man gank kay Hate na gumana.
Yes, sa wakas.
And they get also this tower.
Hate
probably.
tried his best naman, kaso yun nga eh.
Yeah. Even burned the final R.
Two skills was able to land on him. And of course,
there's no chance to escape.
There's a firepower from Fade as well. So, I mean, there's no not big of a chance to live. But
game is still very on the fence here. The gold is very close. Only a 500 gold lead onto IPT actually, who are behind 4 kills but ahead in gold. The Dragon, of course, the Dragon says, ooh.
And right now on the mid lane, Death Sentence was able to hit, but nothing much because Gullit can
not
go
on the
ahead
priority
and
target.
Down. Yes, but I'm still waiting for Fade to do a Shurima shuffle into the Emperor's Device.
Yes, the Azir Insect.
Yeah,
Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, Tokyo Drift on the side, but I'm not really sure if he's going to risk that one.
Yeah, it's very hard to risk that against a composition like IPTs. They have the Yokai. They have the Maokai. They have the Maokai, the very tanky Maokai and the Suez to interrupt any attempts you make at doing that shuffle.
And right now, I'm not really sure why Hate
is
still alone on the top lane, knowing that Suzaku has the edge right now, and he's yes.
Very overconfident there, and
nothing much to say, but right now IPT Light Endless Ace with the Glacial Fissure, and right now Emperor's Divide was able to hit, and on the side, that's Cool It. Still a return kill, but one advantage kill, of course, in the hands of Naga.
What was Hate doing?
Well, I'm not really sure. It
really might have been overconfidence, maybe?
Yeah. He keeps on taking top lane, knowing that he can duel someone.
And Light was also there alone and gets ganged up by 3 members.
Ganked up by 3 members, you don't have enough vision, and you are facing a tanky Fizz. You are going to use your Blade of the Rain King, but this is a full armor Fizz, not a health type.
And the base damage coming off from the skills, the Urshin Strike and the
it will shut down the lifesteal you are getting from Blade of the Ruin King itself. So it's not beneficial to be dueling an assassin like Fizz.
And on Luxuria, it seems like he has completed his Muramana and actually opted for the Iceborne Gauntlet instead of what we predicted, the powerful Triforce.
Yes, so
still going for that high kiting
I think
style of play
it's
for
really
Ezreal.
Beneficial for them right now to do that.
It's actually it's a very good synergy with Fade. Because the slow field, it's smaller because you're ranged and you don't have a lot of armor. But that slow might be enough for the DPS coming from Fade to set in.
Yes, of course, and of course, you also have that Maokai who's going to go in, Suez, Light who has the sweeping blades.
You can get.
You have the Death Sentence. So basically, it's a very good pick for Luxuria.
Definitely.
And yes, Right now, guys, they are focusing the mid lane.
They really want this turret. And
Yeah.
as I said earlier, Azir. Ooh.
And right now, they are going in a very good cast, and Luxuria firing his power outside. Vengeful Maelstrom has been proc, a very good body slam, but the teleport wasn't able to... There was a teleport a while ago.
Yeah, it wasn't able to go through. Light's
Yeah.
actually in a very dangerous spot. What is he
Wow,
doing?
and right now,
Oh,
of course,
no.
and yes, that's a kill.
And the kill goes on to Luxuria.
Man, nothing much
The
to
dragon
say.
is also
That
live.
he was on the wrong side of the map. I'm not really sure why he's at that same spot a while ago. Like, he overstayed around there when the Naga sieges the mid lane.
But this does give Dragon control onto IPT because Naga was too low. And this Earth Dragon, taking it away from a very high siege potential composition like Naga's, is very big. And this will help IPT match that objective control.
And yep, that will be in hand. But right now,
Oh, but they're contesting
very
it.
good that sentence. And yes, they are still continuing to fight over this one. Is there any chance that they can secure this?
Oh.
Yes, they need to secure it. But Luxuria was able to take down Hate. Tuloy-tuloy pa rin. And here comes on the choke point. Glacial Fissure has been used. A very good barrage. And the
man.
concussive blow from Suez. Another kill. And right now, JLC proc once again of the concussive blows. Finishing JLC.
And they do not get the Dragon. However, they get that big four-man kill. A triple kill onto Luxuria. Almost a quadra. And having a 6-1 80 carry, that's huge.
And
Where are they going?
They're eyeing for a
Baron.
Are you sure with this one?
And IPT realizes this. They do have a lot of DPS, but look at Baron. That's so much damage, and it's pretty slow. And everyone on Naga is already up. It seems like they might get this in time.
This is an early call for Naga, but I think, yes, indeed, this is a very good
Wow.
call for them.
Big call, big play, big Baron play right there. IPT not fast enough because of the respawn timers. Naga realizes this, and that was beautiful. Getting the objective and then another one right after.
And of course,
Not getting the objective, but
that was
making up for
the
it.
3 Sand Soldiers Azir. So basically, I think the DPS is really enough for them
Yes.
to take an early Baron.
That was 24 Baron at 24 minutes, and this is giving JLC such a hard time repelling Suzaku.
And yes, ito one talaga kay Fade, he's been using his Emperor's Divide for peeling in a good spot. Like, sobrang choke point talaga ng mga laban nila.
He's been using it also as a defensive tool, not risking the Shurima shuffle against this composition.
You don't
So
have
that's
to
very
do
good
insect.
awareness.
You don't have to do any insect right now. Because you don't have those, you don't need to do those clutch plays. And right now, they are trying to destroy the
Big
second
cooldown from
turret.
IPT.
Yes,
For nothing,
indeed.
actually.
And right now, I think the trash pick is not that, you know, crisp enough or not really worth the pick.
Yeah, it hasn't been a lot of playmaking. If he's gonna hit the death sentence, either goes to Kulit
Or
to
Suzaku.
someone or Suzaku, who is very slippery. And to give more control onto Naga in the map, Fade had the tower, the Ziggurat just appearing in the mid lane, giving a lot more time for them to push out in the top lane. But seems like they
and
might
of course
back off.
you have this Baron buff, plus of course the firepower. Si Azir, na-nerf siya, removing the sand castle or destroying the castle on that Arise. Pero, alam naman natin na attack speed ang buo kay Azir. So I think it was too much for the Emperor to have the attack speed plus the instant
The direct damage?
Yeah,
Yes.
direct damage from the turret. So it was a really good call for them na i-nerf siya. Pero it won't really hurt as much as, you know, a really
Yes.
good player. And
For
right
JLC.
now, on the Tribrush, we are still continuing. And JLC goes in, and right now, Endless Ace goes down in the hands of Fate. Emperor's Divide has been proc, and right now, Flight goes down in the hands of Luxuria, but of course, another kill from Suzaku, and Luxuria on the side,
Oh,
firing
Luxuria.
his mystic shot right now. Suzaku also took down Trash and still continuing to fight these two big guys. Is there any chance that Suzaku can kill any
think
of these big guys?
He's still going for it.
Yeah,
he has to sustain. He has the DPS for it.
And of course the cooldown. But right now JLC is kind of annoying, pushing him away.
And yeah, that is in the end a 3-for-3 in the favor. Well, in the favor of no one. It's an equal trade. However, that was so close. Luxuria shifting over the Baron pit with a sliver of health. And knowing that the sapling coming from JLC was not enough to kill him, he just keeps trying to mystic shot onto the other and try to help. But in the end,
and yes, and that we
that's just a 3 for. Just look at the replay.
On the replay, you have seen that, and I mean JLC started the fight plus light, and right now you have seen Luxuria on that barrage, but a very good wind wall, and still they pursued the fight. A very good Emperor's Divide, and still Hate was able to kite around, but he was exhausted. Suzaku on the side, and Bullet focuses Hate, and Poisanity wasn't able to hit the death sentence, leaving
look
Hate
at that.
empty, and a very
shift.
good flash, essence shift, or flash.
No, it was a flash.
A flash from Luxuria to save himself. The sapling was able to pop, but still, he manages to live, and Suzaku providing the tankiness and the damage. Really good play for Naga.
It's good that Luxuria actually flashed instead of Essence Shift because it has a very short casting time. And that would have been life or death for him. In the end,
really
a 3
sure
for 3, but still, Naga in the lead.
Not really sure about that sapling. Not really enough to kill him.
Yeah, Luxuria had that awareness now. This may have been hit. And I think the big thing with that team fight is that Light ulted, right?
Yeah.
However, it was on the tanks.
Yeah.
It was onto Kulit and I believe Suzaku? No,
Yeah,
Kulit and Endless Ace.
Yes.
It's still a good ult, knocking down their armor a bit, but still.
And proccing the armor penetration for Yasuo, but not worthy as what you can use for a last breath.
Because usually you'd want that to proc onto either a Fade or Luxuria.
And right now, they are still going hard, and a Glacial Fissure has been used. On the side, Suzaku, pumasok na to Suez, concussive blow, hindi pa rin napoproc, a very good wind wall to negate Luxuria's damage. Kulit, sa harapan na sasaktan pa rin. Suzaku pumasok na naman, nangungulit sa loob itong isda na to, ang robot na to. A very good death sentence was able to hit Fade, pero hindi pa rin sapat. Sun Soldiers was able to kill him, and a very good flash. Plus Emperor's Divide with the Shurima Shuffle. Suzaku mahabol pa rin kay JLC. No turrets to protect him. Napakagandang duel na lang to. And teleport has been used. Makakatakas kaya. And yes, oh my God, the grievous wounds. Ika nga nila. Ang isdang to, napakasakit. Goes down.
Wow.
Ang puno yokai.
4 for 0. That was huge. They just IPT, of course. They have the damage. If they had found a weakness in Naga's formation, they would have been able to just smash through them. But they were dancing back and forth with Luxuria and Fade just in the backline. So no death sentences could hit, and any last breaths coming from Yasuo would usually hit only the backline. The separation was good. The shifting in and out of the light. Whoa, they did not get the inhibitor.
Nagulat din ako kasi I really love how Fade uses decision-making on using the Emperor's Divide.
Yes.
Instead of using it as an insect, going back to the choke point, he uses it to put a damage like Shurima Shuffle into the Flash plus putting them away to the team.
No chance of a counter-attack there.
Yes, a very good play from Fade.
But a big loss for Naga, even after that big win they were not able to get the inhibitor. It was just a sliver of health.
And
this gives the Ocean Dragon onto IPT.
And this will be the second dragon in the hands of IPT.
And this actually hurts Naga a lot, not having that Ocean Drake on their side. Because that regeneration you see, every 18 seconds, that definitely helps with their rotations, with their kiting. With their
especially
weaving around the battle.
Especially that Naga is mostly on the kiting. They rely on the re-engages since you have the Sand Soldiers, the Iceborne Gauntlet. Yes. So ayun.
And of course, it's only out of combat, but still. And Baron is again up.
It's still a regeneration. It's a big thing pa rin for them.
Right now, ang layo ni Hate sa Baron. Now, if Naga knew this, they could definitely go for it. However, they're playing it safe. They want to make sure that they're in a safe spot. And Hate is actually recalling.
And I'm not really sure why did, Poisanity hits the hook on Fade, pero huli na. Like, it's not really the worth time to use a death sentence on that spot. So yes, still waiting for a big race.
Very surprising good performance from Naga.
And yes, they are
against IPT, the Giants, as you've said.
Yes, this is a 22 kills. 22 kills in the hands of Naga.
And a 5k gold lead.
So, indeed, they are really face checking right now, and Cool It going hard to Poisanity. barrage,
Two-shot barrage,
two-shot
yes.
barrage has been used by Luxuria. Nothing much to see with, and Light already has his GA.
That will be a quick cooldown for Luxuria, though. So far, they're just weaving in and out of the map, trying to incite these skirmishes, have these ambushes, but both teams now realizing they need caution. They can't just blow the trigger without aiming.
Yes, and of course, Summoner cooldown teleport from Suzaku, so probably he can just go ahead and split push.
Let's see what they'll do. Baron is still alive. It is the center of attention for now. Ping's coming there. Will they start it? Seems like they're only clearing the vision around it. The Scuttle Crab Shrine will decay and fall down. They do have the DPS coming from the vein here, and they will start it. However, Khalid.
It's not as fast as you want, and here comes the teleport from Suzaku. Is there anything that they can take it? And
oh no!
That is secured. Baron on the team, and right now, the fight has started. A very good Glacial Fissure, and right now, IPT Light has already stayed. Endless Ace a kill, and Suez on the side. Fate, a very good Emperor's Divide, and the Sand Soldiers killing them. A very good kill once again from Luxuria. A snipe. Is there any chance that it can hit someone?
Nope. It's
Not
a 2
really.
for 2, but this is in the favor of IPT. Naga was not able to steal that Baron away, and that was a very dangerous decision to make. It was a now or never play because that fight started out 3v3, 3v5.
Yes,
and
but
for the
I'm not
most
really
part,
sure way, you know.
here comes the replay.
So it was a really good spot for them using the Glacial Fissure. It was a choke point. 8 has been exhausted. Light eating the third staff with Q, and of course the last breath was able to take him down. And we can see Suzaku trying to duel out Hate. And yes, we have seen also that kill shut down a very good Emperor's Divide. Plus the soldiers, the soldier on the Baron pit was able to kill him. And yes, I don't know why Light is really away from Fade. Like, he's the only person who can peel away.
Definitely.
I mean, Luxuria.
Yeah,
They hate.
Luxuria, and that was also a dangerous decision for Luxuria to.
They are really good in the good spot. They have the peeling for the Emperor's Divide, but Hate, I'm not really sure why he was away too much from Poisanity. Poisanity wasn't able to hit
it was a
another
dangerous
death
situation
sentence.
there. Hindi lang na Urshin strike agad.
Yeah.
See Hate there. And Luxuria also made a dangerous decision of shifting in to try and give the DPS to the 3v5.
Yeah.
And that was close.
If it was for me nung exhaust na, I think mas pinabayaan ko na lang si Hate. Kasi you can really finish the kill.
It was a good try and stop the Baron though, but very dangerous. Ended up 2 for 2.
Yes, but I really love how Endless Ace uses the Glacial Fissure. It hits most of the IPT members.
Yeah, that's the mark of the awareness of a support player in using skills like Nami's Tidal Wave and the Glacial Fissure from Braum.
You
You don't just, I'm going to hit them.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit them with it. No, that's not how you're supposed to use these. With Tidal Wave, you can get a bit more leeway with targeting directly, but it's good for cutting off choke points.
Yeah. No, I'm not just gonna hit them. I'm going to create choke points. I'm going to create diversions. I'm going to hit or make the most out of it.
Exactly. The difficult terrain coming from Endless Ace should help if they ever get in a 5v5. That's the optimal situation for them because IPT will not split up too far away from each other. So a 5v5 might be the best thing they can get. Or a 4v5 if they can catch them off guard without JLC.
And right now we are 35 seconds away on this Elder Dragon, and I think they're just going to, you know, let the Baron to be burned away.
And the Baron burned away, and as soon as this Elder Dragon spawns, actually no, before this Elder Dragon spawns, they will want to build a foothold of vision around the pit, around the river, because that's important. And Naga right now has 3 different wards at 3 different spaces. Actually, no, nag-expire yung isa. But not only vision, but also denying it from the opposing team. That's important. 3, 2, 1. The Dragon is up.
So yes, both teams are quite really, you know, blinded by this. But of course, Naga has the one step ahead on that Dragon pit.
They're going for
Dragon
it.
around wards.
Malayo si Light.
And
But they
of
don't know that.
course, Suez recalling. Not really if this is a good decision.
GLC actually gives off their position there, putting down the pink ward and the sapling. That seems like Naga, fearless, will still continue to... No, they
Wow,
actually leave it
They
alone.
don't know that Suez goes back.
So playing it safe, not wanting to make a crucial mistake there of making a decision without ample information. So, still a lot more dancing with vision around the Dragon Pit, which gives IPT and the rest and IPT to try and siege down a little bit of this mid lane. No, they're just clearing the waves.
Yes,
so far
we're still waiting
for action. Nothing up. A lot of pings coming from the Elder Dragon, which is understandable. But let's see how the rotations fare.
But of course, having the teleports up for this two top laner, I think they opted just, you know, do a very good teleport play.
The fights will last long enough that the teleport will come in time.
Yes, and of
however,
course,
taking damage from this raid boss is not desirable. They're dancing around with it, they want it, but also pressuring other lanes. You can see Hate. He knows that Vayne's will be best if he goes in there, so the attention is not all on him. So he's using that to push in the mid lane. They're actually transitioning to the mid lane here right now for the tower, while the rest of Naga is still around the... No, actually, no. Kulit uses the ultimate.
And right now, they are going in,
fight.
and the shark showed up, and a very good wind wall, mga kaibigan. Death Sentence was able to hit Kulit, and nothing much, a very good condemn as well. Suzaku going in, IPT going for the run, tumatakbo, and still Naga, Endless Ace on the side, was able to hit the Frostbite, but concussive blows, hindi pa rin na-proc. So, nothing much for both teams.
Lasting so long.
Wow.
Actually, there was an opportunity there for Suzaku to make a cheese play and teleport behind them for the flank, but it seems like they just wanted the direct way, the safest way to do damage and to flank them.
You know, two men in front of them.
But still, right now, they're dancing around the Dragon. All these fights, all these skirmishes in the mid lane are all because Dragon is up and running. They want this objective. It gives them such a boost in their combat capabilities, so they can't give this up.
Yes.
This is the prime objective. Well,
yes,
Baron is not up.
Right now, Kulit, airborne tumama kay JLC. Blade of the Ruined King has been proc on the side. Suzaku, and yun nga, ginamit na ang Shark. Robot muna mga tropa, and a very good Lantern was able to take him away. And a very good save from Poisanity.
Lots of that's
resources.
A big resource from Suzaku there being spent. They might use it as leverage to get this Dragon. But Baron is up. Now they have an option. They have to dance around both of these objectives.
And still Kulit, once again, a very good wind wall. And Light has been catched by that Glacial Fissure. And JLC in front of the fight. Concussive Blow has been proc, and he is burning in pain. A very good last breath from Light, but an Emperor's Divide to an answer. And right now, Light, he has been exhausted. He goes down. Suzaku is still alive, but Hate, he is going wild on this one. Light dancing around, sweeping blades. He is cutting everyone. Luxuria was able to take down someone, but he still has the Guardian Angel. But Hate is still alive. Suez is still alive. Poisanity on that one. And a very good play. Hate finishes Luxuria, a shutdown. And right now, IPT eyeing on the mid lane. Endless Ace has been left out.
That was a close fight, but it ended up 2 for 4, and this might give IPT the opportunity to just finish off the game that they've been playing a little bit on the back foot for over 35 minutes. It seems like they'll be playing the safe way. Here's a replay coming up.
So yes, if you can see, guys, Suez is quite busy for Fate. JLC is still in front of the fight. Light has been cutting that bullet, and you can see Hate. He has been left alone, reheating everywhere.
Here comes a big play, though.
And you can see the
that's
play
beautiful.
on the last breath, and the punch drop still dropping down Fate. He was hit by the Death Sentence, drops the Emperor's Divide, but we are looking at the Elder Dragon. Yes, they have secured it. IPT already has the edge on this one.
And that is a lot of Dragon stacks doubled. That's actually, no, that's 2 Dragon stacks doubled, so that's a lot of value gained from killing that objective. Now Naga, before, they've been ahead in gold, they've been ahead in the fights, but IPT with their scaling composition, was able to slowly get that the game back in their hands. And with a very powerful hate and light DPS combination, they might be able to even get this Baron as well freely.
Well, actually, talagang I think yun yung pinaka-efficient for IPT. They have that Vayne who has the silver balls plus the steroids or the item Ginsu, Phantom Dancer. Basically, mabilis na mapapatumba si Elder Dragon eh.
Mercurial Scimitar as well in case he gets caught out by any of these stuns from concussive blows. Of course, you can't use that anymore for Fizz Shark,
yes,
but
indeed.
that concussive blow is a big thing you need to watch out for. So that's a good pickup.
And of
along
course,
with the speed boost you get from
light
Quicksilver.
That, yeah, so it was not really that exceptional, but that, of course, Poisanity on the setup for three-man play was able to, you know, finalize a very good last breath from Light.
Let's see how these next fights in the next few minutes will decide how this game goes. Obviously, right now, IPT is in a big lead. The gold is in favor of Naga, but that's only by 1K. And that cannot compare to the stat boosts gain, the value of the stat boosts gained from the Dragons onto IPT.
Yes, so right now we are still waiting for the Baron fight. Both teams are moving in.
And they're actually going for it. Look at the Baron just getting shredded down, along with the crits coming from the...
Here comes Coolit, and yes, they have secured the Baron. And right now, Coolit inside the Baron pit. Mukhang mapatumba na siya. Very good Glacial Fissure on the side. And here comes Fade at the wrong side of the mat. Last breath by Light. And here comes Hate. Free hit pero hindi pa rin sapat. He goes down in the hands of Luxuria. Luxuria still trying to kite around. And Naga, nauubos sila kay Light. This Samurai has been cutting everyone down. JLC, Papa is Guardian Angel. But Suez on the cast. Kills Luxuria, another shutdown. That's a Baron, and that's an ace for Imperium Pro Team.
And they're not even going for the Baron. They're going straight for mid lane. They want to finish this out. That was really good by Hate there. You see how he was diverting the attention while doing so much damage, kiting around, leaving the rest of his team to clean up. And he died in the end, but that was so much value and tempo gained from just...
This
wow.
Yasuo cutting everyone, Samurai Champloo around.
Only that's over 10 seconds until the support of Naga comes up. This is definitely a win for IPT.
Yes.
Well played.
Yes,
GG.
They are really securing this one. And for them, game one of battle between IPT and Naga, this is a good game. Well played for Imperium Pro Team. So showing the dominance of those carries. You have seen Hate, you have seen Light making their way inside those team fights. Wow.
Wow. I mean, in the beginning, Naga was very impressive.
But they pulled some really
But
good
in the
plays.
end, IPT just outscaled because Naga was not able to finish off this game. This has been discussed in other regions by other casters and analysts, and by the fact that these newer teams, well, newer because of Endless Ace being there, have a lot more trouble closing out games than the more experienced teams, even the ones who were very mechanical focused like IPT.
I really want to give credit to Endless Ace.
Yes, definitely.
He has done
Props.
a really, really good job being on this game. He has been, you know, a clutch player. He showed a very good Glacial Fissure. He didn't miss that, most of it. So, nothing much to say about Endless Ace. He did his best. Yeah, he was
a very impressive first showing there.
Yes, it was really indeed. And as you can see the stats right now, I mean, it's kind of messed up on the side of IPT.
It's been a very messy game. Yes. Hate with a lot of deaths, Light as well, but in the end, they're the ones that turned everything around.
Poisanity is not really that effective on
Thresh, yes, but in the end, they made it up with sheer DPS and frontlining from Suez and JLC.
He set up that game-changing last breath from Light.
Yes.
Right?
Even with the Emperor's Divide coming from Fate there, it wasn't enough to deter the effects from the rest of that fight.
And right now, of course, that's 1 point once again from Imperium Pro Team going ahead. That's a 12 points.
Naga now 111. They really need to push themselves for the rest of this split.
Yes, we are still going for the game 2 of this match 2 for week 6, day 1. Once again, we are your shoutcasters. I am GS Alpha and with me is the awesome
Atlas?
And yes, guys, abang-abang pa rin kayo dyan. Meron pa rin tayong match and win mula kay Luxuria. Nakita niyo naman yung Ezreal ni Papi Chulo. Solid na solid eh. Talagang hindi lang ganun ka nakaprotektahan yung kuya nyo. Pero still, may match and win pa tayo at magbabalik tayo sa Pro Gaming Series Summer Split 2016 brought to you by Bacchus Energy Drink. Drive your energy. We'll be back. The bot lane, we are moving in. Poisanity goes aggressive with that death sentence and the 4th proc of Bronx. Of course, another one with that Winter's Bite really catches him out and a very good play. And right now, Endless is, oh my god, the flash.